Man, what's going on to these nut-hugging dudes out there that always know somebody that got some but ain't got none of their own but an opinion and an asshole? That's all they got. Need to shut up until the females keep talking about, oh, I don't need a man, I'm independent, whatever. Get you some cats and get you some yarn and start knitting. Nobody want to hear that shit any old way. Listen, I reflected on something today, and I'm so proud of myself for not being in toxic relationships anymore. Let me tell you how I got out from toxic relationships. I stopped being toxic. My two best friends, after I got out of prison, I kept going back and forth to jail over domestic. They told me, man, if you go back another time, when we're done with you. I've never had nobody tell me that because I've never had nobody around me that I wasn't willing to lose. I didn't give a fuck about nobody. But I cared about my two best friends. I don't want to lose them. So I got myself together. And I said, I'm not going to date till I get it together. I got to figure this out. Then it hit me. I was raised on the low end Chicago, LeClaire Courts, 44th and Cicero. And I used to be around this prostitute. She was 19. I was like 7 or 8 years old. So I don't know if she was black, white, or Latino because she had that look about her, right? And so I always was gravitating as an adult towards women that look like her or act like her, right? And those women see me as a victim, not somebody they want to care for. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I was dating these women, and every time I was dating these women, it was always when something tragic happened to me. When my father got murdered, that same day, I started seeing this woman because she was there by my side. One of the worst things I ever can do. 5.5 years of back and forth in jail. I was not known as a personal trainer. I was known as that dude that was on some monkey ball stuff, and she was sleeping with everybody. So all I'm trying to say is I just reflected today on the reason why I kept going after toxic relationship after toxic relationship, because I looked in that mirror after my best friends told me, hey, dude, you need to get your stuff together, man. So I end up figuring out, and I'm sharing this with you guys, that if you in these toxic relationships and things of that nature, and people say, man, it must be you, and you get offended because you're not ready for it, man, you need to pray to God for you to open up and be able to listen to those around you that got your best interests at heart. So that is one of my my things I just want to share with you guys, to how I stopped being toxic and I stopped being in toxic relationships. And that's why things start happening for me. So I want you guys to go ahead and use the code word fat loss and go to physiquefarm.net and go ahead and support your boy, because 20% of the proceeds not only go back to the homeless, it goes to the women's shelter, and it goes to the kids with autism. So any old way. And by the way, your mama.